Off air. Oh, I think we're live now.
I think we're live now.
I think we are.
We're live.
Hi, everybody. We're live.
Hey.
This is Melissa. I'm at the Dolphin Poet. I'm a blogger for Your Reality Recaps, and now I'm like co-host with my good friend Dylan Jeanneret. Dylan, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello, everybody. My name's Dylan Jeanneret. You can find me on Twitter at 8BitHomo. I make YouTube weird videos and make a fool of myself, because why not? And that's at 8BitHomo. And we have an amazing special guest here today on our first episode of Reality Rehab.
I know! Who is that? Who are we with today, Dylan?
The one.
Xander from King of the Nerds?
I think it might be.
Hey. Woo!
Xander, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell everybody where they can find you?
Yeah, I'm Xander. I was on Season 2 of King of the Nerds. You can find me on Twitter at Xanderific, 2Rs1F. I also do stupid shit on YouTube. And, can I swear on this? Okay.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Okay. And then, yeah, I've got a show, Under the Table, from the Stream.tv. Also, Super Anime Smackdown on the Stream.tv. So you can find me all over the internet. And RedTube.
What?
And RedTube. Oh yeah, his RedTube.
Anyway, before I just have to remind everybody, BB16 starts next week, and you can buy all of your live feeds from Your Reality Recaps. Just go to the homepage, or go to yourrealityrecaps.com/BB16, and there's so much cool stuff you can get. So you should all do that. You can join our Patreon program. What else did Eric want me to mention? We'll do it at the end. So how are you doing, Xander?
Doing super well. It really feels like summer out here. It's super warm, but, you know, it's con season, so I'm making lots of appearances at different conventions.
Yeah. Yes, you
I've
are.
noticed that. Lots of con appearances.
You've been super busy.
Yeah.
Busy.
Gotta stay relevant.
Well, you have until like January to stay relevant.
Right.
Maybe 15 people only got about another week.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Yeah,
next week.
Nerds got renewed for Season 3, so that's
great.
Yay.
Woo!
Yeah, I've been helping them with, like, reaching out to cast people. It's gonna be great.
It is going to be great. I'm really excited. Well, you know, Dylan and we're very excited about Nerds.
Yeah.
I'm so stoked for it. And
Nice.
I'm super excited. I'm super excited because they had a crazy amount of people who auditioned for it this season. So all sorts of different types of nerds are going to be on this, hopefully this next season. I can only hope. But, oh, sorry.
Yeah, a question that I ask out a lot is, especially when we're doing out in casting stuff, is what sort of nerds have we not seen yet on either 1 or 2 that people would like to see on Season 3? I mean, there are a ton of nerds out there, and lots of people are multidimensional, but...
Oh, yeah.
But is there
What
any,
type of nerd would you like to see on the show, Xander, that hasn't been represented?
Nobody turned it back on me before.
No, I'm turning it back on you!
I personally, and like not to stereotype anybody, but I would like to see a trans representative on King of the Nerds. I think that would be amazing, and not just for the fact that they're a trans person, but I know a lot of nerds that happen to be transsexual as well. And I think that would be a great, like, eye-opener to, like, Middle America.
Definitely.
It would be. And I don't think there's been anybody trans that has been on except, I mean, RuPaul's Drag Race, maybe.
Right.
But
America's
not like
Next Top Model had a
network
few.
television.
Yeah, America's Next Top Model had one. Had a few, actually, yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I don't.
It's crazy nonsense. It's drama-filled.
I love
America's
it.
Next Top Model. It's good. It's good. So,
And it was boys and girls last season. Anyway.
Oh no, yeah, it was. So Xander,
Yes.
so you had been hitting up the con circuit. So you were at like Ninja Con and LA Cosplay Con.
Yeah.
You were at like, let's just make up a con. Like you're gonna be at Gamer X coming up.
Yep, in San Francisco. I was at WonderCon, Long Beach Comic Expo, and VidCon's coming up. That's in like a couple of weeks. Yeah.
That's gonna be so much fun.
I'm going to be in the Midwest. I'm going to be at EpicCon in Ohio.
Nice.
You're going to be so close to us!
Yeah.
You should come out there!
Well, because Dylan's in Nebraska and I'm in Kansas. We're like 3 hours from each other.
Yeah.
I thought you were in Minnesota, Dylan.
No, I'm a Nebraska boy.
Oh. Whoops.
Yeah.
I have a question. Did you guys know each other before? Like, did I introduce you guys? Because I knew Dylan before, and I met Melissa through Nerds.
I think you pretty much did.
Actually, yeah.
I'm gonna take that.
It was on a Whiskey Wednesday. Dylan and I were both in the chat room. We started talking about Big Brother.
Yeah.
Like, Big
Whiskey
Brother's so awesome.
Wednesday.
Yes, it is. We should do this. Oh, they should do that. Yeah. You totally brought us together, Xander.
You're like
You're
basically
welcome.
like Cupid, like in a weird way, minus the wings and the baby features.
You don't know me.
Oh Lord.
Oh.
Shade? Is there shade?
And guys, if you have any questions for Xander or Melissa or I, you can tweet them at hashtag YRRLive, which is Your Reality Recaps Live. And yeah, so make sure to tweet your questions to us.
Or go to the website, yourrealityrecaps.com/realityrehab. There's a chat room right there. You can ask all your questions there on the YouTube page or whatever tickles your fancy, so to speak.
Exactly.
Or you can just tag one of us.
Yes.
So I'm so interested.
Right.
It's like my new fascination. Under the Table. Oh my Lord.
Yeah!
It is so much crazy fun to watch all of you guys. There's like Kevin and Ben and Ryan and Kelly and you, and it's just like the perfect like mashup of
Wow.
just.
I'm impressed that you just named all that off.
Yeah, like they're hilarious. They're so much fun. So if you guys have not checked out Under the Table, check it out. It's
You can find it at thestream.tv/underthetable. It's all produced at the studio at thestream.tv. And it's actually the same place that, because I coordinated the King of the Nerds premiere party that happened for season 2.
Yeah.
And then that was the first time that I worked with the stream. And so they called me back and they offered me a couple of shows to produce on. So I was like, well, I've never actually produced a show. So that's where Under the Table came from. And I'm producing that and editing that and in it.
What do you do under the table, Xander?
It's a drunk board gaming show. So we like to compare it to like Will Wheaton's Tabletop meets My Drunk Kitchen, like mashed together.
Oh my God, yes. It's,
Nice.
Yeah.
And they usually have an awesome special guest each week. So there's like Becca Cano, who's another YouTuber. What were some of the
my
other ones?
favorite
There's
guest.
So many. There's
We
so
had
many.
Brian Forrest from Man at Arms. He's one of like the forgers that make the like Adventure Time sword and stuff like that. There was Gamer from The Tester.
Yep.
He won the Tester season. Yeah, Matt Brown. And then this recent one we've got Brian Tochi from Revenge of the Nerds. He plays Takashi on it.
That is so
also
awesome.
he's the voice of Leonardo, the Ninja Turtle. Yeah. And it's our season 1 finale, so it's split into 2 parts, and we're doing Arkham Horror.
Oh, fun game.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's coming out tomorrow. Is part 1, and then 2 weeks for part 2.
Oh, it's so much fun. Like, I think it's awesome to see you, doing stuff after, King of the Nerds. You've just been really hitting it hard and doing a lot of things from there. Hitting up all the cons and your own YouTube channel, Xander Vlogs, where you've been reviewing different things. You give Japanese lessons. You talk about Super Sentai and everything that's geeky and nerdy out there. So yeah, it's awesome.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah. I mean, it's opened so many opportunities for me because now instead of like knocking on doors, I'm answering phone calls. So
Yeah.
It's great how many different things it's opened up, and the nerd community out here in LA is so small. So then, like, everybody just runs into everybody else, and everybody's doing projects. So it's great.
Yeah, and that's that because that was kind of how I got to know you. Is I saw that you were doing stuff with other like YouTubers that I had slowly become friends with, like Neil McNeil, and, Will and RJ, and like I started like I was like, oh, who's this guy? I'm gonna go check him out. So yeah, it's so cool just how small like the world is and all these cute little connections everyone's been making.
Yeah, absolutely. And then like within the LGBTQ world, it's even smaller. Like,
oh yeah. Oh yeah. So since leaving Nerdvana on King of the Nerds, what would you say was the biggest thing you took away from something like that? Because I mean, I'm assuming that was a huge experience to go through.
Absolutely, and like it's super corny, but I have to say like the friendships from it, because like they're just all amazing people, and I'm in this, like I was talking about before, like this nerdy sphere of like actory entertainment type people, and to meet these amazing people outside of my sphere, like to meet the engineers or the biochemists or whoever, it was just such a rare opportunity, and now they're close and personal friends, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. And to meet all like the season 1 nerds, and I've begun to be really close with them. Like Brandon is a hoot. I love him. I hang out with
Brandon's really cool.
Mujige. Yeah.
Mujige.
Yeah, I love Genevieve and Moo too.
Yeah. Oh my God. If you ever get a chance to party with Mujige, because she's the worst. She like constantly makes sure that you're full of drink. Like
I've watched her on season 1. Her and Danielle were getting down.
In booty shorts, and she was
booty shorts
and doing all that.
Oh, she instigates trouble.
Oh, really? She in trouble?
Yeah, like I went to her. She had like a housewarming party recently, and the night, like the last memory of the night that I have, she was running around with a giant metal spoon full of whiskey, like spooning it into people's mouths.
My spoon is too big.
Exactly. That's exactly it. It's insane.
I'm gonna tweet her.
A giant spoon of whiskey.
Yes.
Who doesn't need one of those?
Right.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, hello?
Hello?
Oh, it cut out there for a second for me. All right, sorry. I'm back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like seeing everyone. Just everyone on there. Oh god, yeah, it just seems like so much fun. And yeah, you saw the tweet.
I just saw that tweet. Like, oh, she's gonna kill me.
So I think one of the coolest things is you're so experienced with Japanese culture, and you know, like you know how to speak Japanese, correct?
Yes, yeah, I'm fluent in Japanese.
That's so cool. What got you interested in that kind of, you know, Super Sentai and Japanese culture and the language?
Yeah, well, it's funny because when you're in Japanese language, like in academia, I was kind of ashamed to say like, oh, anime, well, whatever. I like it for the culture and the language, but really it was anime that got me into it. Like, I mean, I started off with Pokemon, with Sailor Moon, with Power Rangers, and then I learned that those things all came from Japan, like Super Sentai and the origins of these anime. And so, and all of my friends were into it. All of my friends were doing the manga thing and playing video games that came from Japan. And so, like, it just was a natural progression of, like, being interested in that became being interested in the culture in general. And then my junior year of college, I applied to just study abroad there for a year. Okay. So I went to school in Nagasaki at the Nagasaki Gaikukugo Daigaku, and like a whole year of going to university in Japanese. You either learn it real quick or you're done. Like,
yeah.
And I was staying, like, I had my apartment at first, and then I was living with a host family, and I hitchhiked throughout the country, like, made some amazing friendships. I was in a dance club doing a dance form called Yosekoi. It was just absolutely life-changing. I loved it. And so it continued on, like, in the studies, and now I have a Japanese roommate, Yumi, and we do the Japanese lessons together. And so we speak this weird mix of Nihonglish at home. And it's actually helped out in my life here in LA because I work as like a Japanese translator, and I work for a Japanese company. Yeah, doing graphic design and stuff like that. And it's been great because you never know when you're studying undergrad. You never know what skills will come into play later on in your career. because I never thought that I would be doing Japanese in a professional capacity.
Yeah.
But it's been a door opener for sure.
That's awesome. So
yeah, it's awesome.
So would you say, since like, do you see yourself, doing more stuff, like going to Japan, possibly vlogging some more of that? Because I know you vlogged a little bit. Because didn't you previously go to Japan?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
yeah, like 2 years or a year ago, maybe. Yumi and I took a trip to meet her family in Japan, and we did like a kind of daily-ish about our experience there. But yeah, there's a lot of things that are in the works with people. I know a lot of like talent agencies that kind of coordinate over there, and there have been a lot of calls for me to go out there and do stuff. But like, it's hard for me to leave Los Angeles right now because I kind of got a hit while it's hot, and so I think that the trip to Japan and like doing stuff over there career-wise will come after I've kind of done the LA thing for a while.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
just so much going for you, Xander. This is awesome. Like, especially like rolling off of Oh, what is that noise?
I don't know.
It's probably my fan.
Oh my lord! It's on like a transformer.
Yeah.
Does it?
It kind
It's hot here. We haven't turned on the air yet. And it's humid in Kansas today. Like 100-degree heat index. Nasty.
Oh, wow, that's not cute. That's
Kansas
not cute in any country.
One place where you can take a shower and go outside to go to work, and you feel like you need to take a shower again.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound.
No, it's not
in
fun.
LA, there's like a month where it's like super, super hot, or like maybe a couple of weeks, and then it's just perfection the rest of the year.
You know what I'm talking about, dealing with the humidity, right?
The humidity is so
awful.
bad. But I cannot wait to escape Nebraska for a little bit and go to LA for VidCon. And hang out with Xander, hang out with everybody.
Hang out.
Yes, absolutely.
Get crazy, get wild. Oh wait, that's Jersey Shore. That's Jersey Shore.
All the days?
Yeah, I'm gonna be there. I fly in on Tuesday, and I will be there until the following Wednesday.
Oh, so, wow.
Yeah, I really want to just take this like time off, just enjoy LA, maybe hang out with a few people here and there, just have fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm so excited though. I see so many awesome people like Xander and some of my other guys. Oh, and then like So Xander, do you watch a lot of reality television?
Ish. I've got my shows that I follow. Like I love RuPaul's Drag Race. That just ended. Absolutely love it. Who
are you rooting for?
I was rooting for Bianca the whole time, and then because she was so funny.
Yeah.
Like I absolutely loved that. I loved Milk. I loved Ben de la Creme.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my queens. Yeah. Oh, speaking of reality shows, I gotta plug some stuff because I've got friends that are going to be coming out with shows. So
okay, cool.
I think first up is my friend Bonnie Gordon. She is on a show that's coming up called The Quest.
I've heard about that.
Oh my God, it looks amazing.
What is it? Oh my God, Dish.
I've only just read about it. Like, what's it all about? It's supposed to be like Game of Thrones or something?
Yeah. It's so
God.
So here's a little inside
information. Is everybody gonna die?
Yeah, well, no.
What? Oh my God.
The trailer for this looks amazing.
So they flew the cast out to Austria to film on location in a castle. And
what?
Yeah, get this. And
this
so
is amazing.
They've got like the producers and the special effects people from Lord of the Rings, doing animatronics and like dressing people up, and they've got actors out there, and it's like an immersive experience.
No way.
Yeah. So it's like LARPing, but the reality show element is that the contestants don't know what's going to happen. So it's their real, genuine reactions to being like put into this fantasy world.
Oh my God, it sounds awesome.
I am watching this show so bad. This looks amazing.
My God. Like I was talking to her, like they had to like poop in a toilet in a like can. Like they didn't have running water. They didn't have they had one outfit, and they had like the underwear that they gave them, like the scratchy medieval whatever. and they have to live like that. And it's so funny because we were comparing notes because it filmed about the same time as Nerds, and she was like, I just got back from Austria, and and I was in a castle, and I was like, I was in like a mansion, like out in Eagle. But yeah, I was like, you had it way worse than I did. I had Little Caesars pizza.
Hashtag plug it.
Right?
Little Caesars, hot and ready.
And Radio Shack.
Yeah, right? So, but this show looks phenomenal, and she's having like viewing parties because she works at the Magic Castle out here, and that's like real close to where I live. So I'm gonna go to that and hang out and watch The Quest.
That's gonna literally be my new obsession. Like that is everything that I love in one reality show now. That's like that.
Right.
And,
sign us up for season 2.
The Quest and Who Done It. Like those like are like I love murder mysteries and I love reality shows. That is that realm, and now fantasy, like D&D. Like, World of Warcraft, but in real life. Oh God, yes.
I think you need a towel.
This sounds so good. You said you had other ones.
Yeah, we're doing.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah, Did you watch Opposite World, Xander?
I didn't, but people told me to. Mary Kate watched that, and she loved it, and everybody kept telling me to watch.
It's kind of like Big Brother. They might put these people in this. One's in the past and one's in the future, and then there's a glass wall that divides them. It was pretty good.
It looks cool.
And I think they're gonna bring it back, and it's live because they film it. Because I was actually in New Orleans, and they film in Louisiana. Like the day before they aired it. So like I was totally there. It made me kind of mad. I didn't know. But yeah, they're gonna bring it back, and like you can watch. It's kind of like Big Brother, where you can watch online.
Right. Okay. Okay. So it's like all the time. I used to watch this show when I first moved out here. What was it called? It was like they were trying. If You Can Dream, and it was like they were trying to be famous. Yeah, and then like it was one of the first ones.
Never heard of it.
It was through Hulu, and you could watch them all the time. But I thought it was cool because they were filming like down the street from me, so I could like spy in on them. But the other one is my friend Kaylin Ashley is on season 7 of The Face Off, which looks amazing.
My God. Yes, that show. Oh, yeah. It's so good.
Her and I worked on a project a while back, and then all of a sudden I see, like, we were at Pride together, and she's like, I'm going to be on a reality show. I was like, what one? Face Off. And I was like, girl, I know that.
That is so awesome. Yeah, I used to watch that show, like, religiously, and now it's, like, one of those shows, like, I don't catch it, like, every time it's on, but it's, like, one of those things that if there's nothing on, I will turn it to sci-fi, and I will, like, have a marathon of just watching Face Off, because it's so addicting.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Absolutely. And then, through conventions, I've met a lot of people from Heroes of Cosplay, and a couple of my friends are on that this season, so that's been that's been great too.
That is so crazy. Like, and it's so weird, like how like you're starting to make these connections, and like this person's doing that, this person's doing that. Like that's amazing. Like,
it is a small world.
And that show looks awesome too. Like. Some of the things that they come up with and the amount of time that they're given, it's just like I can't even dress myself in the morning. Like,
well, I think Xander kind of won that prize. 2 costume change in under 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Right?
Seriously, that was amazing.
They didn't show it, but like Katie and I were like slave drivers trying to put those outfits together, and I had to, like, she was working on her underneath one, like the main costume, and then I was tasked with sewing her tearaway dress, and I was like, okay, I can do this. Meanwhile, I had to like paint Chris's armor and like do all of that stuff. I had to create Brian's costume from scratch, and then mine I just had to like throw together, and then. Like in the judging session, Yaya Han was like, "These costumes are great," and I was like, "Yay!"
Thank you.
Yeah, and they didn't show me doing the makeup, and Chris Jackson was the biggest baby about having makeup on his face. Like I'm sure there's at least 20 minutes of me like painting his face and like doing the lizard makeup makeup, and him just like, the makeup's cold, I hate this, don't get it in my eye, I was like, you are a baby, shut up.
It's just makeup. You can wash it off.
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
And he looked really good.
Great.
I thought
He looked
looked
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah,
Thank you.
he did a really good tutorial, didn't you, on your YouTube channel?
Oh yeah. I did both the old man one and the lizard makeup tutorial.
Yeah, and it was really pretty in depth. Like I didn't even know how you did that. Like, it was amazing.
Well, he has a YouTube video that shows you how he did it.
Well, I know, but like before that, I was like, how did he paint that face? Like.
Yeah.
Well, in the show, I don't think they ever really said, "Oh yeah, Xander did all the makeup." It was just
people
kind of
think.
assumed.
Yeah, well, people think that like production did it or something. Like they had a makeup.
Oh, I knew you did it, sweetheart.
Yeah.
I knew that was all you.
Yeah, I have a live show out here called Dungeon Master, and I act on stage with them a lot of the time. But the other capacity that I work with them is I'm the makeup artist, and so I do like the creature makeup, stuff like that. So I'm used to it.
That's so cool. Oh, yeah. So,
cool.
how do you find time for all this stuff?
I know. I don't.
He doesn't sleep. He's a vampire.
I know, right? I do everything at 3 in the morning.
Plot twist.
Yeah.
He's a vampire.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I am, like, all of those shows, like, I'm so excited. There's so many good shows coming out. Like,
yes.
Like you said, like, I want to see The Quest. Oh, God. My new favorite show, and I haven't even seen the trailer for it yet.
There's like a video, I think I tweeted out a while back, but I'll do it again, saying like exactly the question, like what is the quest, and they break it down, and they're like, this is what's up.
Oh, I think I found it because I just I typed it into the search bar, and there's like a minute video, and I'm gonna like watch it and then like research it like a maniac after this.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What network does it air on?
I think it's ABC. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's ABC. I'm wondering if that's I'm wondering if that's going to be taking the place of Whodunit, because I don't know if that got renewed or not.
Oh,
I don't. That's a good question. I don't know if it did either. So let's all find out.
I know. I was just typing it in.
Google it.
Or goggle it.
Goggle it.
I think
Caleb's gonna hate me for that one.
No, I know. I was putting together like I have my like folder of GIFs that I found like throughout my time of being on the internet with King of the Nerds. So I was just like putting it together so I could give it to the nerds so they could have it. And like one of the only GIFs that I have of Kayla is that like spelling GIF. Like let me goggle it.
Just goggle it.
She just got so excited.
Oh, I know.
Apparently they are casting for a second season of Whodunit, so there might be a second season. I know, right? One thing that I always wished, and I know it's not possible, but like I like on Big Brother the live feed, so I can like look into the house all the time. I wish I could do that for King of the Nerds. Like,
I know, me too.
That would have been so awesome, seeing everyone like.
That'd be so awesome.
Like shit talk when they're playing games or just doing weird nerdy stuff, because it seemed like you guys had a lot of water cooler moments.
Yes, I think that if people were able to see that, I think that you would have had a different like experience, or you would have gotten to know the nerds a lot better and in a different way than what they portrayed people as on the show.
Yeah.
I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
Completely.
Because, like, there was no, like, I sat down and I played Soul Calibur with Jay Witz and with Nicole all the time, like, while they were still there, like, and, like, Chris and I sitting down and figuring out, like, he knew how to solve a Rubik's Cube, he would teach me how to do it, like, all of these, and MK and I getting shit-faced all the time.
Hashtag whiskey
like, just
Wednesday.
these bonding moments. Yeah.
Quick drink.
Right?
Well, and Kayla and Nicole were really close, and we didn't see that on TV.
You never got that on the edit. No.
Yeah. And that's
I
going
heard
to
it's just because they were playing a game that they didn't have the copyrights to show.
I never
that's true.
I never thought of that.
Yeah, because
wow.
Soul Calibur, and we were on the computer. We would play Borderlands 2, and they never showed any of it because I think that they didn't get the rights to it.
That's
But I
so
don't know
true.
if I'm supposed to talk about that.
They shouldn't. Why?
Okay.
Why not have the rights to it? Like that's like free advertising.
No, I know.
Right?
Yeah, a bunch of the stuff.
I mean, that's
I
like
guess
with, like whenever you guys were eating, I'm assuming they had to put tape on any kind of logo.
Yeah,
that
it's called in the world.
Unless
It's called
it was Little
Greeking.
Caesars.
It's called what?
Unless it was Little Caesars. It's called Greeking. So you Greek
Greeking?
the products. Yeah, you put tape on
okay.
the labels.
The more you know.
Right? Production lingo.
So, what do you think? You know, going forward with your career, like what kind of big things can we see from you? You know, you're going around. I mean, stuff that you can tell.
Right. I'm just trying to think. Oh, okay. So before I even did Nerds, I was voice acting, and I did a game called Dive Kick.
Yep.
And I did the announcer voice for that, and it's like the super racist Japanese man, like Dive Kick, like that whole thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So that is coming up with a new thing. It's called the Edition, and so it's a new version coming out for like all the new systems.
Okay.
And I may have done some work with that too for the re-release. And then, just keeping with the kind of like the agency that I do voice acting stuff. So you might see me in some more things with that.
That's
in that
awesome.
capacity. Yeah. Always like down to do like YouTube stuff, like collaborations, and then Super Anime Smackdown's still going. Under the Table just finished its season, and we're taking a break in the summer. But we may be back for season 2. It's almost confirmed.
Awesome.
Woo!
Definitely my favorite show.
Yeah.
Like on YouTube. It's so funny. It's so funny. Just the way that it's produced and like the way that it's shot. So it's shot like a reality show because there's like semi-confessional moments that are like strung in between moments of drunken hilarity.
Yeah.
And then you also learn how to make a drink. Like
exactly.
Which is awesome.
Educational.
Exactly.
Right?
It's educational for the whole family.
Yeah.
Family.
And you get to see some awesome tabletop games. Like I've learned so many new tabletop games since watching that show that I like the Upside. I want to go get that show that thing now. Like
it was so great. That's a ton of fun. My favorite game that we played was Super Fight, and that we found as like an independent game at Strategicon, and it's like Cards Against Humanity, but amazing. We played it with Meg Turney from SourceFed.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic.
How much kind of behind the scenes production goes into something like that? Because I remember on the Battle Dragon episode, you guys seem to put a lot of work into like making the board and making your pieces. Like, how long does that process take?
It depends on the game. Like with a game like Battle Dragons, that was actually brought to us by Ivan from season 1 of Nerds, and so we wanted to have him on the show, and he suggested this game. And so Ben from the show actually made that whole board from scratch.
Wow.
Yeah, and then we all got together. We always get together and we play test the game so that we kind of have an idea of how to do it. Because once you start sipping the cocktails, you forget the rules real quick.
Yeah.
What rules?
Yeah, right? And so we all got together and we made our dragons, and then we got a lot of them work in a place called Mad Science, which is like this. They teach science to kids in a fun way, and they had this putty that was like quick drawing. So we all made our dragons out of it and painted them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and from what you see, like it's a half-an-hour show, and we filmed for about 2 to 2.5 hours.
Wow.
Like in a night to do that.
And you go from sober to smashed.
Smashed. Yeah, and it varies on who gets the drunkest award at the end, but that one I did.
Yeah, Xander, you were Orca.
I was Orca.
Orca.
Yeah, I was Becca Kanote drunk.
It's just so much fun, and like, I think that, you know, seeing like how you've been able to like produce a bunch of stuff since being on King of the Nerds, what kind of advice would you say to future King of the Nerds that might be on season 3? Like, do you have any advice for post show?
Absolutely. The biggest piece of advice that I got, especially when I moved out here to Hollywood, is that nothing is a big deal unless you make it a big deal. So nobody's going to promote yourself or make your events big. Like, you have to do it, and if you think that it's a big deal, other people think that it is too.
Yeah.
So because there's this illusion that, oh well, this is just even going into it, a few of the people were like, oh well, this is just a dumb reality show on TBS. But if you make it a big deal, millions of people watch the show.
Yeah.
So that doesn't even need help being made into a big deal, because it kind of is,
Yeah, exactly.
So
well, there's a lot of nerds out there, and they need role models.
Right. Well, yeah. I like what I forget what her name is, but the trans actress from Orange is the New Black. She says
Laverne
that.
Cox? Yeah.
Yes. She said that in an interview that she doesn't like being a role model, but a possibility model. You don't have to model your life based off of what I do, but this is a possible outcome based on the choices that I've made or whatever.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, I thought that was really cool.
That is very cool.
Yeah, and the second thing is make your own content, like you do here, or like Dylan, you do on Twitch or on YouTube.
Yep.
The best way is just to do it yourself. Nobody's gonna do it for you.
Exactly. You got to get out there. Got to make your name. Make
Right?
a name for yourself.
Yeah, and reach out. If you're on season 3 of King of the Nerds, you'll feel it. We're all a big nerd family. A lot of the season 1 nerds love us, and we love them. And I'm sure we can't wait to embrace the new nerd family that's coming in for season 3.
Definitely. So, would you have now? This is just in your life, because you would come into a show, any kind of show. You bring in your own life experience and stuff like that. What do you think helped you in your season of King of the Nerds? Going into that house. You say.
For me, I've always had I've been cursed with constant optimism. I just think life is a blast all the time, and yeah, right. And it's a common problem or affliction that I run into that people have. That even when I should be depressed or sad or something like that, I'm still kind of in a good mood, And going into it with that mindset of just taking a moment to step back and say this is amazing. People are flying on broomsticks on zip lines, or I got to drive around in a Tron-based Mario Kart.
Yeah.
You get caught up in the game of it and the stress, and some people, it brings out the worst in their personality. But I know that for me, it helped out to just step back and be look at this amazing thing that's happening, and just have a good time and be you.
I think that could go for anybody on any reality show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's personal. It's just a fun experience where you get to meet cool people and do fun things that you wouldn't get to do in normal life.
I think that's even good. Oh, sorry.
No. You were gonna say it.
Yeah, I think it's just good advice for life in general. Just step back, relax, have a little bit of fun. Don't be so serious. Wow.
Yeah,
it's all about.
But on the other hand, there's no shame in taking the competitiveness of the game and putting all your frustrations into the actual game play, because everybody wants to see you jazzed about it. You don't want to be on the show oh, we have to build robots. I hate this or whatever.
Yeah.
If it's not your strong suit, just deal with it, and you got to be just as excited for things that aren't your strong suit. I had a blast.
Learn something new.
Exactly. I had never built a robot before, and
you did such a good job.
Right? The robotic mechanisms, they didn't show it on mine, and I was so mad. But my dragon, I made a way for it to breathe fire. When you turn it on, I overpowered halogen light bulbs, and I cut up tape ribbon that was in there, glued it to the mouth of my dragon, and then connected the fan in it to an electrical source. All of this I've never done before. So when we switched it on, the lights went up on it, and it breathed fire. But it was so noisy that they couldn't have it when the cameras were rolling.
Oh,
and I was
no.
I was so upset.
Dragon on TV if it breathes fire.
Right?
Come on.
Oh man, and then Chris's robot, like I engineered the arms for it. It was an RC car that I took apart, took the wheels off, put inside, and put the tubes on it. And then when you moved the front wheels with the thing, it would move the arms back and forth like it would spin.
That's awesome.
Right?
So cool.
Yeah. Sorry, I had my moment. I was just so proud.
No, you should be. Like, that's awesome. I want to build a robot.
I know, right?
God.
It was
We need to
great.
go, John. We need to build robots.
Do it.
Go to robot summer camp.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, I've got all the supplies under my bed. I've got that box full of radio.
I guess Dylan and I are coming over, and we're all gonna build robots.
Oh,
Let's do it.
Drunk collab. There you go. We'll make robots.
Robots will serve us whiskey.
That would be great.
That's so much fun. Oh my god. So yeah, I think it's awesome. I mean, doing new things like that, like it's so awesome just to experience all of this, you know, crazy cool stuff. And anyone that's watching, don't forget you can also submit your questions to Xander and the show by using the hashtag YRRLive.
Yes.
And
yeah, we'll try our best to answering them.
And you can also chat in the chat room at yourrealityrecaps.com/realityrehab. And also, you can use any of the links below to, let's see, there it is. If you want to subscribe to the live feeds or go to our show link, it's all right there.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Unless I forgot to do it.
Definitely get the live feeds, guys. If you plan on watching Big Brother, it makes the show so much more interesting because
the live feeds are the show. That's the whole show.
Like
it really is, Xander. That's why we want live feeds for King of the Nerds, because that's the real show. That's where everything goes down.
Yeah, yeah.
Like imagine like seeing like as an example, you know. Oh, sorry. No, go.
Do you see like the camera people like in the live, or is that?
No, because it's all cameras that are in the house. Like
so when they're filming the actual show, they turn the live feed off.
They turn the live feed off when they do certain competitions, and they turn it off for live broadcasts. But otherwise, I mean, you can pretty much watch it anytime.
But the other thing too is that
they don't usually have someone that's there with the camera. It's all they have like hundreds of mounted cameras all over this house, and so they have like every possible angle you could think of, and they just
there's a camera in the bathroom.
Yeah, there's literally a camera.
And there's one bathroom, just one.
Oh jeez. No, I think that there's
girls and boys, one bathroom.
That would be like the fundamental difference on how the show's produced, though. Because with ours, like there are camera people and like it's all like that kind of glossy, and like you would know who left then if there was like a live feed. Whereas Big Brother I think is happening in real time. Nerds is filmed over the summer,
and that's why it wouldn't work. Which is sad. But you know, I think it would be just really interesting, especially seeing like moments when it's like Zach took his first shot. Like,
oh my god!
like seeing that live would have been hilarious.
Oh my gosh, I was so mad that I missed it because we were off doing the reward with Bill Nye when that was happening.
Oh, I'm doing the reward with Bill Nye.
Oh, sucks.
Your life is so hard.
Oh no. When we come back to this story and we're all like,
Mary Kate gave Zach a shot at tequila. Damn it, we missed it. Oh, we got to hang out with Bill Nye.
Yeah. And we really did get to hang out with him. Like, they showed just a brief moment of it. Oh, and they didn't show this, but he kind of made me out to be, like, the scapegoat idiot of the group. Because it was the science fair, and we were all sitting around, and he was like, okay, what do you do? And it went to, like, Chris, I'm an engineer. Katie, I'm an engineer. Kayla, I'm, like, a rocket scientist. Da-da-da. Okay, Xander, what do you do? I'm a gamer and a theater person. He's like, okay, I've got a question. Like, what do you think will happen if we drop this penny off the Empire State Building? And I was like, it's going to go through someone's head. And he's like, that's the reaction I want. He's like, no, it won't. You're an idiot. I was like, I don't science.
I don't science. Do you think?
Me either. I love it, but me either.
Right? I wish I did.
I didn't take chemistry in high school or physics or. I
actually tested out of chemistry in high school.
Hey.
Really?
Yeah, I took one of the standardized tests, and they're like, "You're done with chemistry." I was like, "I never took it, but I memorized that periodic table."
Nice.
But I got to take AP Biology instead, which was a huge help later on.
Wow.
Sounds like it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever I hear anything science, I'm just like, huh?
I know.
What?
I love science, though. I
do too. I just can't, like, I'm stupid. That's
No.
I'm just kidding. It's just, I don't know. It's not my forte.
Yeah.
It's not my forte.
Like, I just suck at math. Like, I'm not good at it.
Yeah.
But I can write a poem that's pretty kick-ass.
Right? Everybody's smart in a different way.
That's very true.
So do you still connect with all of the nerds from your show? That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, some people more than others, of course, because people are busy, people are doing other things. But yeah, everybody still talks and we still post stuff together and support each other. A lot of them, I wish I can get out there, but a lot of them are going to be at Dragon Con in Atlanta this year.
That's right.
Yeah, I've been hearing people talk about that on Twitter.
I know, and I want to get out there so badly, but it's just so hard because I have to buy a plane ticket.
I know, right? Money. What is this?
Oh my God! Remember that time when I didn't win $100,000?
Don't fight on Big Brother 16 because that's $500,000.
Oh my God!
Oh my Lord!
You just gotta deal with Big Brother people.
Yeah. Well,
which is very different from King of the Nerds.
Yeah.
Very
Spencer
different.
Seems amazing. I've talked to him a few times. He seems like a doll.
Spencer is from Big Brother?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's awesome.
He's really cool.
I've met him. He's great.
So is McCrae. McCrae is really
great.
cool.
And then Rachel Riley, I did her show.
Oh wow.
Reality Relapse during the Reality Wanted Awards. Yeah. And
That's
she's
awesome.
also an amazing race. She's a fan of King of the Nerds.
Oh,
awesome.
Did she watch it?
She did. She contacted me and was like, "Hey, I want you to have you on the show." Yeah,
That's
and I was like,
"Oh, awesome!" Well, she's a science girl.
She's a hoot.
I know. I love Rachel. She's so awesome.
Rachel is awesome.
She wants to LARP. Like we're trying to
God.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my God!
Get into it. Yeah.
I've never LARPed. I want to LARP so bad.
Oh, it's so good, especially if you come out here, because you have LARP versus SEA, which is the Society for Creative Anachronism, and SEA people are very like strict, and they're like, well, this is period, da da da. LARPing, we just like throw beanbags at each other and be like, lightning bolt, bitches, you die.
Yeah, that sounds like so much fun. Oh my God.
It's so much fun.
Oh.
Yeah.
I gotta LARP sometime. I gotta do this.
Do it.
I cannot believe Rachel Riley wants to LARP.
Right? I was so surprised.
So awesome. But yeah, she's pretty nerdy because her and her husband, they met on Big Brother and like they're both science nerds.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, she's great. I love her.
Yeah. Oh man, I have to tell you too. I went to that. It was called the Reality Wanted TV Awards or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was great. It was kind of a hot mess, actually. I'm being real honest. Like when you get that many like reality personalities together, it's kind of insane. But I love MasterChef Junior.
Oh
my God.
I started watching it because I wanted like children's tears. Like I wanted Gordon Ramsay to just yell at these kids.
Yes, that's what I want.
But then I fell in love with it because these kids are so dang talented. And
I know.
And I got to meet a lot of them at the award ceremony. Like everyone was like schmoozing, hanging out with. I was like, I'm hanging out with the 12-year-olds because they know how to party.
They're getting crunk off of chocolate milk.
Did you meet Sarah, that sassy little blonde girl?
Yes,
I loved her.
Her and I connected on a spiritual level.
I bet you did. I bet you did.
Oh my God, we were bouncing off the walls, like running around, and her mom was so much fun.
That is amazing.
That is so awesome.
Yeah, and I was there. I was the only one that was representing Nerds there, because Nerds wasn't up for anything yet, because it has to be for next year's awards.
Yeah.
And but they sat me at the table for World of Wonder, and I sat next to Michelle Visage. And I was like,
You did not.
I did. And we bonded over Dungeons & Dragons, and she is just amazing. And so we watched the whole ceremony together, and it was.
Please tell me you got a selfie with the boobs.
I did.
Oh my
and we're following
God.
each other on Twitter.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
oh my
it
God,
was
I would have
great.
died. I would have died and then like gotten reborn and then died again. Like
I may have like screamed her ear off. Like when I like first saw her, I was like, "Eee!"
That's
Compose
awesome.
yourself. Yeah.
It's like, oh God, get your life together.
Yeah. But if you guys can make it out for next year, it was definitely like I met people from MasterChef, from Duck Dynasty, Deadliest Catch, like all of them reality shows. Yeah.
Well, you know what you should do next year, Xander, is you should try to go to Reality Rally.
Yes, I met the people behind that, and they invited me. So I think.
Good.
Yeah.
Good, because it's for a really good cause, and it's tons of reality show people. And I know Real Reality Recaps was there this year, and we'll probably be there next year.
Nice.
Awesome.
I didn't even know about it, but yeah, from the event, people told me. And then, what was her name? The woman from Survivor that runs it. I think it's Jillian.
Oh man, I can't remember her name.
I think that's what it
feel
is. She's like an
terrible.
older woman, and I met her. She's such a sweet person. She runs the whole thing, and it seems like an amazing thing.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, I would love to see all of the King of the Nerds people there next year.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard because like I'm the only one that's out here from season 2 in the LA area. Everyone else is scattered throughout the country. A lot of the season 1 ones.
I know you guys were. I know a lot of you guys were finishing school and stuff. Like the show was getting over, and then it was like, okay, I got finals, and as soon as the show was over, people just disappeared from Twitter.
Yeah.
I mean, understandably.
Yeah, Brian literally went into a hobbit hole, and we didn't hear
He
from him.
did. Literally went into a hobbit hole. And he hasn't, I haven't seen him resurface yet.
I know. He's working on it. He's going to make this grand re-entry into social media. And we're like, okay, Brian, we're waiting for it.
So,
I've got a
were
collab
Kelsey
video
and
waiting.
Jack, like, was that going on in Nerdvana before Kelsey left?
Not in Nerdvana before she left. I didn't even know that this is a public thing that people were talking about. Well, whatever. Maybe we posted enough together.
I didn't hear about it until it happened, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, like we didn't really realize anything was going on until like the reunion stuff or the get together for the premiere. And then all of a sudden, all of us were like, "Oh, that's a thing."
Okay.
Maybe allegedly.
Allegedly. We all learned a lot from Kathy Griffin. Allegedly.
Right? Yes. And I was like, if things are happening, I am in to plan that wedding, and we need to film every inch of it, and like my big nerd wedding reality show.
Oh yeah.
Well, you know they want to be on The Amazing Race.
Oh my God! I
think they would be awesome on The Amazing Race.
That would be so much fun.
They're in the same country.
No matter where they went, they'd be able to speak.
I always thought The Amazing Race would be so much fun.
Oh my God, that's one of the other reality shows that I would love to do. It's on my bucket list.
Who would you do The Amazing Race with?
I have a best friend that I moved out to LA with, and she's just this sparkling personality. She's since moved back to Indiana, but her and I would kill it. Kill it. For sure. My friend Brennan.
Well,
have you ever applied to be on any other reality shows, Xander?
No, this is the first one, and I'm not going to a year after Nerds has aired.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I don't know if I would do Nerds again in a heartbeat, like if they had an all-star season.
Like All-Stars?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would like it if you did Nerds again.
Yeah, definitely.
But you know, I wanted to do Survivor when I was a kid. I remember being a kid and like I couldn't wait till I was 18 to be able to be eligible for it. But I never really like took it seriously or applied or anything.
Yeah.
Oh, you should. I bet they would cast you.
Oh, it would be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Like all that immersion stuff. Like I think would be great. The Quest is now on my list. I am doing The Quest. So help me.
The Quest looks amazing. I can't wait. Oh, my body's ready.
When does that start airing? Is it this summer?
Bonnie's gonna kill me if I get it wrong.
July 31st.
Yes, July 31st.
On ABC.
On
Yep,
ABC.
Thursday.
Maybe your reality recap should cover that.
Absolutely.
Like, maybe the three of us could just come and talk about it every week.
Yes, I may or may not be vlogging with a certain contestant.
Do it.
Oh.
Thing.
You heard it here first, folks. Just saying.
Yes,
That's
and
awesome.
it's gonna be great.
I cannot wait to watch the show. So much on my plate, so much to watch, but I am ready. I'm just ready to tackle it all.
Yeah.
I know. I still have to catch up with my scripted shows from the summer, or from the fall, or from the spring. Like Arrow, I still haven't watched Arrow. I'm not caught up on Supernatural, and I know I need to be because
of
Papa
Curtis.
Nerd.
Yep.
Papa Nerd.
As Metatron.
Papa Nerd.
I've
I love
already
it.
been spoiled. I
It's
know
so
what's
funny.
gonna happen.
It's so funny because Kayla's been calling him that forever, and it's so cool to see it like transfer out to people, like that people are actually calling him Papa Nerd too. It's so great.
I mean, that's kind of what he is. He's the Papa Nerd. He's the
Yeah.
nerd of nerds.
So I would like to know, from your perspective, how do you think Kayla's doing as the reigning king? Because it seems like she's been doing fantastic.
Well, Dylan and I are a little biased.
Right.
A little bit. But I mean, I think it's really great that she was able to take the title and turn it into something meaningful and like trying to do stuff with it that can become a lot bigger than what it was. It was just a title, and now she's kind of turning it into something awesome. And rumors have it that she has something big planned that's going to be.
Yeah, there's some rumors out there that she might be planning something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Don't know what it is either.
At all. I have no idea. Dylan and I are completely unaware.
No idea.
I'm sure you are.
Yeah, I think she's doing a great job too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because well, it was like 2 weeks after the finale, and I was like, why haven't we heard about the King of the Nerds being renewed yet? So I tweeted out all these pictures, and then she was like, hey, I had this idea, you should help me. And I was like, okay. And I think she's awesome.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. Like, we didn't even know. We were completely out of the loop on whether or not it would be renewed, and then the TBS upfronts came and went, and they didn't mention anything. So we were all like, "Oh crap, we were the season that killed it."
Oh no!
Yeah.
No.
But then it got renewed.
I think you're the season that really is going to help it because there's a lot of drama, and we won't talk about any of it. But I know there's a lot of drama. But see, that's so what the reality show people, like the people that watch Big Brother and Survivor, that's what they love. They love that drama. So that's what's going to get them hooked on it.
With nerds, like, they are actively trying to avoid it because they're like, we are trying to make a comedy. Like, we're trying to make this uplifting, lighthearted romp into nerddom. And it just happened that there was drama. And, like, you just can't script it.
That's life, though. That's life. And it makes every season like, I enjoyed season 1 just as much as I enjoyed season 2 because they kind of all got along. There was that little thing between Danielle and Josh, but it all ended up fine because she smacked him across the face, like
Yeah.
She he gave her permission, to the camera, okay, she can smack me once.
You had to, with the contract, you could tell that was the wording.
Right.
And I give you my permission to physically harm me.
Right. But I love both seasons, so I am so excited for season 3 because I think they're gonna get such good nerds. I think it's just gonna be a really nice. I just think every season is going to have a very different feel to it, and that's what we love. Like, Dylan, we're reality show people.
Yeah,
we love to have, not the same thing every season, but kind of the same thing, but not the same thing. You know what I mean?
Right, like the structure.
Like, that was kind of the thing. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, Dylan.
I was going to say, that's the thing that I loved about season 2 of King of the Nerds is that, unlike shows like Survivor or Big Brother, where it's strictly gameplay, there's not a lot of things outside of strategy. Season 2 was very lighthearted. There were a lot of water cooler moments. It was fun. You got a little tiny glimpse of just some of the fun stuff you guys did in the house outside of the strategy, outside of the gameplay. and it looked fun. That's what I want in a show, and that's why I really, really connected well with season 2. Season 1 did have that, but season 1 also was very, very centered around strategy. You know, there was a lot of alliance talk, and there wasn't a lot of alliance talk.
No, Dylan, I think there was a lot of strategy going on in season 2 that we probably didn't see.
Oh no, that's what I mean. Like they just didn't show it. Like a lot of it was behind.
Look at Xander. He's like, oh yeah, there was strategy going on you didn't see. It wasn't.
It's because and it's funny because like when you get nerds in an environment like that, our heads are in the game 24/7, and like while we get excited and passionate and talking about it and we have these candid moments and we're having fun, behind the scenes everybody's mind is going a mile a minute. And like with season 2, we had the background of season 1, so we kind of knew what was happening. Season 1, they had no idea. They didn't know what was going to happen day to day, but we kind of knew the structure of it. Yeah, and so we kind of knew what to expect, and we based our strategy off of that. Like, I think one of the reasons that I was able to stay in the game with my teammates so long is because I had the leverage card of, you know they're going to do an anthem, you know they're going to do a dance challenge, and you need me on your team for that.
And then they didn't do one!
And then they didn't do one, and I was so upset.
I'm so upset they didn't do an anthem! I love the music challenge. I think that should be a thing every year. They should have a nerd anthem challenge.
Well, people were upset with season 1 because it was like a lot of the younger crowd. They're like, how is this nerdy? This isn't really a nerdy thing. And I'm like, they based a lot of the challenges in the storyline of season 1 off of Revenge of the Nerds. And in Revenge of the Nerds, the culminating scene is them doing this musical number. And so that's what it was an
what about all the music nerds out there? There's music nerds. So why do we gotta just focus on math and science? You don't have to just be into math and science. I think all 3 of us right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, broadening what a nerd is. And like, I know Kayla gets ragged a lot for liking cars, but she's the nerdiest nerd about cars. Like, she knows all the makes and models, how to make an engine. Like, I don't know any of that. And I think that's in hockey.
I think that's like, super nerdy. Like, I mean,
super nerdy.
If you can build, like, if you can look at a car and know what's wrong with it and how to fix it, that is so nerdy.
That's
like,
engineering, right?
Yeah. It is. It is.
Like like the epitome of engineering.
And who died and made the rules on what's a nerd? Like,
that's the thing, and this is advice for anybody going into season 3 too. They're gonna ask you again and again, like, what is your motto on what makes a nerd? And my manifesto was, being a nerd is just permission to be super excited about anything, to like an obsession point. And I think you can be a nerd about audio engineering, you can be a nerd about baseball, like anything.
Definitely. Nerd is passion.
Yeah, you can be a nerd about sports.
Yeah, exactly.
Like fantasy people. Like
Oh, fantasy football? Super nerdy!
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's
also,
super nerdy.
It is not wizards and paladins in pads hitting each other. Surprising me.
So what would you say, Xander, is the nerdiest thing you've ever done?
The nerdiest thing I've ever done? Oh, dang. Oh, this is hard. Let's see. Okay. So, I think that I did a like murder mystery dinner thing where I was completely in character the whole time, and I painted my face like a tiger because I made my character like a tiger person, and it was like hours upon hours of like LARPing in character and doing this, and I was just sitting around looking at all of my friends that did this and like all the people that came out to see this, and I was like, we are just a whole bunch of nerds, and I love every minute of it. Yeah.
That sounds like so much fun. Oh my god.
It's amazing. Oh man, dude, you just need to move out here because we do this stuff all the time.
I know, right? I'm so excited. I'm gonna be out there. Hey, if you guys are doing anything, 'cause I have a lot of time to kill when I go out to LA. So hit me up because I'm gonna be there for like a week and a day, and I have nothing planned.
Yes.
Your stuff out.
You do now. I think you're gonna be hanging out with Xander.
Yep.
The LARP crew.
We're gonna hit the town.
Oh yeah.
And you're gonna totally shoot YouTube videos so everybody can see it.
Yeah, my body's ready.
I'm so jealous that I can't go.
Yeah. Oh, Melissa. Jeez.
I know. I gotta get my shit together. Anyway.
Duh.
So I guess since we're running on about a little bit over an hour, what would I guess like a really big question that a lot of people would be asking is going into season 3 of King of the Nerds, what do you want to see happen? Like, not just in terms of like people, but like what is one thing you would love to see, like challenge-wise?
Or twist-wise.
Or twist-wise.
To make it more
anything.
interesting.
Okay. Challenge stuff, I'm just laying out that I can't talk about because some things that we may have a hand or an input into.
Oh,
so,
okay, yeah. Then don't talk about that. Yeah.
So, but,
understandable.
Yeah. Some things that, and if this happens, I'm like completely out of the loop, so this isn't anything. Yeah. This is just speculation. I would love to see a season where it's older nerds versus younger nerds.
Me too! Me too!
Really cool.
Right? Because I've got a lot of friends, especially in the fantasy world, especially in the tabletop world, where they're older than like the age thing that they set. And I think would be fantastic on the show versus what a nerd is today, which is
like that.
Different. Yeah. Or like them working together, or just everybody in the house. People have brought up like a girls versus boys season, but I don't think that would be a great idea because we've proven that there's no separation. Like a girl has won both times. Like it's just an even playing field with that. But I would like to see like a couples one where you like put couples of nerds. Yeah, both like gay and straight couples, like every kind of couple running the gamut, or like brother and sister or whatever.
I know that we talked once on Nerd Army. I thought it would be really cool. They had a season where they brought back past nerds and they mentored, that they either mentored someone that is new, or they brought kids in.
Like coaches on Big Brother.
Yeah.
When they have the coaches.
Yeah, or they have new people that have to team up with a younger child who is a nerd in the same kind of field that they are, and it's kind of like Big Brothers, Big Sisters, and you play in the game with your
like King of the Nerds Jr.
Kind of. Yeah.
The thing is, like when you run into filming with kids or people that are under 18, it gets kind of hairy and
yeah.
But I mean, I would watch the crap out of that. I would participate in that. Yeah, and so like. I would absolutely love it. But there are a whole bunch of different dynamics that they could bring to it. Like they could not do teams. They could do.
I think they should not do teams too. And like every week you draw out of a hat to decide who's on each team.
That would be interesting.
That would definitely change how you play the game. Like
totally change how you play the game.
Yeah. So I think there's room there. That we're even able to have this conversation shows that it's such a malleable format that there's a lot of directions the show can go. So it deserves 6 seasons in a movie.
Oh yeah.
6 seasons. 20 seasons and 3 movies.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely.
It's such a good like venue, and there's just so many so many different things they could do. It just sucks that there's only 11 people. Like, I mean, because I understand there's only one. The summer's only so long,
right?
Like for them to like film this, so it just I just wish that they could just fit as many nerds as they could into this because it's such a good show. It's just so awesome. You get to see awesome people like Xander on it, and like if you're watching this and you have not seen King of the Nerds, you need to watch King of the Nerds. Go back and watch the first and second seasons.
Yes.
And read my blogs at yourrealityrecaps.com.
Which are hilarious. And, like, it's nerd endorsed. Like, all of us loved reading the vlogs when it came out.
Oh, thanks. I'm so touched that you got... I was like... I hadn't been writing blogs for very long, so I was like, oh my god, they're actually reading them. Oh my god, I'm not being mean.
That's the other thing that I learned from being on a reality show is that reality show contestants see everything. Whether you think so or not, every comment, every picture, whatever, it gets back to us in some capacity. So be aware of that, Internet. We see it all.
Well, I'm glad you guys liked them, because
Yeah.
I really didn't want to offend anybody, and I just wanted to have a good time with it.
You can't be on a show like this and be easily offended. I mean, really.
No, you really can't.
You have to have thick
Actually,
skin.
some people can.
They can, but you shouldn't.
They take it too personally. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, Dylan, are you seeing any questions? Because I'm not.
I didn't see any questions, but it's all right.
I had one from Miss Cleo, but I will address you later, Miss Cleo, and I'll tell you what it's all about.
Yeah.
I
haven't seen that.
I really didn't see any other ones.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, it's our first show. You know,
Yeah.
we're still getting our little feet wet. I know that we've had viewers coming in and out watching.
And I just noticed that Eric spelled follow on all of our overlays wrong. And we're leaving that in there, Eric. Let that see. Look, it's what 1-0.
Oh my God, Eric. That's funny. Hot Mess Express.
We'll fix that.
No, just kidding. So yeah, I'm super excited. Hopefully there's a season 2 of Under the Table, so we can catch you there. Where else can people find you, Xander?
Yeah, well, Super Anime Smackdown is coming out. We just filmed Madoka Magica versus Sailor Moon, so that's coming out.
Fun.
And then the season finale of Under the Table, the first part airs tomorrow, so that'll be up, and we're playing Arkham Horror with Leonardo from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Which is better than... Oh, shut up. You're a Power Rangers fan.
Oh, yeah, I am.
I was in a little Twitter debate earlier with which is better, Power Rangers or Ninja Turtles? Because I'm
Power
Power Rangers.
Oh
Power
my
Rangers.
God. All right, whatever.
By far.
I'll deal with it.
Where else can they find you?
And then on my I'm on Twitter at Xanderific2Rs1F. I'm on YouTube with Xander Vlogs, and there's my Facebook page, which has my schedule of the cons that I'm going to be appearing at this con season. So make sure you like me on Facebook.
Yeah.
I think I did all the plugs.
And oh yeah, all the plugs, And
Yeah.
I can't wait to meet you, like face to face, in like less than a week. It's gonna be awesome. I
can't wait to see pictures on Twitter.
Oh God, it's gonna.
Oh my God, there's
it's
gonna be
crazy.
explosion.
We have to do Whiskey Wednesday.
With you, me,
explosions.
and Neil and Becca, like.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna get crazy wild. I cannot wait. And
It's gonna be so good.
especially because I'm from Nebraska, never been to LA. Like,
You're gonna be so culture shocked.
Your eyes will be opened.
It's a good thing you'll have Xander there to take care of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might.
You keep an eye on him. Make sure he
So-
doesn't do anything I wouldn't do.
Yeah, right.
God, that's not.
No,
that's,
I'm a bad person to be in charge of that because I'm the worst.
That's why. Same here. That's why I'm going to LA and I'm just kind of like, I'll figure it out once I get there. Like, spending all this money going to LA, I was like, oh God, I have to plan stuff, and that takes effort. Oh my Lord.
All right, well, we probably should wrap it up. Xander, was there anything else you wanted to add?
No. I think we covered everything, and make sure to check out the Quest and Heroes of Cosplay and 7 of Face
Are we
Off,
gonna lose them?
where all my friends is.
Oh, there you are. Okay, yeah, I cut out for a
There
second.
you are.
Definitely.
Oh.
I am super excited. I got to watch all these shows, especially now I'm like 1 degree
Oh,
of
okay.
separation from a contestant. So I definitely got to watch it now. And
Yeah. Yes.
and definitely if you guys are watching, check out King of the Nerds Season 2, which will probably be airing, I'm assuming, the same time that Season 1 and 2 aired around January time frame.
Season 3.
Season 3, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, Season 3. So check that out.
Like I say, they'll probably be like the 3rd week of January.
Yeah. And thank you again,
Yeah,
Xander,
probably.
for being our very first guest on
Yeah,
Reality
thank you.
Rehab.
Absolutely.
I am so
Thank you for
honored.
having me.
So
You're
excited.
Of course. Oh my God, I love you both.
Yes, and
Oh, we love you too.
No.
and make sure to go follow Xander on Twitter because his tweets are hilarious, especially around drag race season time.
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
Oh,
It's
man.
perfection.
Tweeting during King of the Nerds Season 3.
Yes, I'll be tweeting also the quest and face off and da-da-da.
Awesome.
Awesome. And where can everybody find you, Dylan?
They can find me at 8-bit homo, surprise, and it's 8-bit homo on everything. And you can also check me out on YouTube, either at 8-bit homo or on my other show Uviver, which is like YouTube Survivor.
Girl, you got Tim Helbig to do stuff with Uviver. I was like,
I did.
impressed.
Tim is amazing. I love Tim to death.
Oh my god.
And then what? Don't you have a Twitch stream too, Dylan?
I do. I live stream game as well. And that's also 8-bit homo.
All right, I'm Melissa, and you can follow me on Twitter. I'm at the Dolphin Poet. And don't forget, if you want to subscribe to the Big Brother live feeds, you can do so on one of these links, or it's right over here. And then follow Your Reality Recaps on social media right here. And this should take you to our show. But Eric has lots of cool extras and all kinds of cool bonus stuff. So yourrealityrecaps.com/bb16. And that's pretty much it, unless there's anything anybody else wants to add. I'm going to end this thing and let everybody go back to their lives.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us, Xander, and bye-bye, everybody.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
everybody. Bye.